Good day, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for January 20th to the 26th. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your affirmation for the week. I don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small shit that goes on in life. That I can't stress that one enough. I say that to people all the time. I actually have a cousin who sweats the small stuff, and when he does, more small stuff comes up as it goes on, and he just holds on to his anger of the small stuff that happened in the morning. And by the end of the day, there's been like 100 small things that have happened that he has allowed himself to stress about. And yeah, so don't sweat the small stuff. It just really, it just brings on more small stuff that you're going to stress over. Anyway, universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known, what lessons need to be learned. Queen of Diamonds, King of Hearts, Five of Hearts, Jack of Spades, Four of Spades, Queen of Clubs, Three of Diamonds, and the Seven of Diamonds. Okay, all right. Looks like a lot of people are, maybe it's because it's the new year, people are trying out, new things or whatnot, or old things are starting to pop up. But anyway, your main energy, ooh, you got happiness and abundance at the bottom of the deck as well. Anyway, so yeah, so you got the Seven of Diamonds, your main energy. A harvest season. You have a chance to build a harvest season based on your past efforts. So your past efforts are going to start paying out. And what that means is, let's say you have an Etsy shop or a YouTube channel, or maybe you were a carpenter or whatever, and you were doing that, like 6 months ago, but then you gave up because nothing really worked out. Nobody really checked out your videos. People weren't buying your wares, whatever the case may be. But now all of a sudden, people are going to be checking out your wares. People are going to be buying your wares, watching your videos, liking your videos, asking you about your carpentry, whatever it is, whatever your talent is, whatever your past efforts were, are going to start showing some kind of movement, right? And that is the time, that is a sign for you to jump on them, right? As the time to start making more wares, making more videos, um, putting it out there that you're back in business to build people's decks or whatever, it is that you would build at this point in time, maybe a bathroom or something. And it's time to put it back out there and start working again. But also, I would say that if your past endeavors, your past efforts did not work out, perhaps you didn't do enough work. And I know nobody wants to hear that, right? You're probably like, I did plenty of work. I built all this stuff, and I did this and I did that. But you got to understand that with a self-made business or anything like that, there is more to the job than just make creating, right? You got marketing, you got advertising, you got how to pull people in, how to talk to people, all that stuff, and I feel like you just need to put more work into that and plant those new seeds while you're also planting the other seeds of new videos, more merchandise, putting it out there, what you do and whatnot. There's other things that you got. And if you are questioning, how can I learn that? YouTube's a beautiful place. It is just a world of knowledge and whatnot. So I would just look up on YouTube what you need to know. How do I get more subscribers, or how do I get people to come to my Etsy shop or whatever, and I'm sure there is somebody on YouTube that is making videos specifically just for that. Okay. At the beginning of the week, You have a wicked jealous manipulator in your presence. This person is a master manipulator, and they're a homewrecker. Now, a homewrecker doesn't always mean that somebody's coming after your spouse. This could be somebody that's coming after your spouse, your kids, your family, your friends. You know, they want to wreck your home, your incomplete home, right? And they're a master manipulator, so they could have you thinking that they're on your side, that they're your best friend, you know, and in all reality, they want to destroy you. They don't like you. They don't want nothing going good for you. So you got to really be careful of that, especially when you have a chance to build a harvest season on your past efforts. This person is going to try to stop that, and they're going to try to stop it in a way where they're going to make you think that they're trying to stop it for you, like oh, if you get back into that, you're going to have to put out money here, there, and whatnot, and that's not going to be good for you. They're only doing that for their own, you know, whatever it is, their wicked jealous bullshit. They're not doing that to protect you or anything. That is not their intention. Then you got a kind-hearted friend or lover, somebody that's honest and true. That I think that, you know, I think you would know who this is. You know, so your honest and true, kind-hearted friend is going to be definitely somebody that you go to when it comes to dealing with this wicked, jealous manipulator, because I think that you do have an idea that this person doesn't really like you, but it seems like they do, and that's their manipulation. And maybe you need to go to an outside source to ask them, hey, this person does this, that, and the other. Should I trust them? You know, so definitely reach out to your kind-hearted, honest, and true friend or lover for advice this week. Then heading towards the middle of the week, you have self pity. So, yeah, you're going to be down in self pity, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling left out and whatnot. And this can be about the past. And when the harvest season card comes up, I always get this feeling that the past thought that you might be having that's causing self pity is perhaps the fact that your past efforts did not work out, right? And you're like, oh, I don't even know if it'll work out. And with a master manipulator here, they could also be feeding that and being like, do you really want to do that? It failed before. Why would you want to waste your time on that when it failed before? And what you need to do is just forgive the past, forgive yourself of the past. If it does have to do with your past efforts, things sometimes don't work out at first. Like I said, you may have not had enough work in, right? You may have not done the footwork when it comes to how to manage a business, how to bring in more people and whatnot. You know, the tricks of the trade, and that's okay, right? Don't let the past determine your future, okay? And if somebody is bringing up your past, that person is definitely the manipulator, right? That is definitely the person who's trying to stop you for their own good, right? For their own pleasure or whatever, of watching you fall flat on your face or not make it at all, right? But you need to be the rebel. You need to be the rebel and speak out and go after the things that you want, right? Now, a lot of times the Jack of Spades has to deal with the politics, but I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing that you have to be the rebel and have a rebel's yell, because all missions are possible. That past effort is possible, but you have to go after it and not listen to bullshitters in your life, right? Now, here we go again. Right on the other side of the rebel is loneliness, depression, possible disappointment in your partner. Um, Now, note that your partner could be the wicked, jealous manipulator. I'm sorry to say that, but sometimes that's how it works, and they don't want to see you try this past effort again, because they either don't like it or they don't want you being in the spotlight over them or whatever. Lots of weird stuff goes on in relationships, and yes, your significant other can become very jealous of you, right? Uh, but what you need to do is you need to look in a good friend, a kind-hearted, honest, true friend, right? For you know, reassurance here when you're, you know, lonely and depressed and all that good stuff. You want to look for the positive one, not the one that's going to be like, oh, let's go out drinking, that'll fix everything. Drinking's not going to fix nothing. It's a band-aid. Okay, you want the real friend that's going to sit there, listen to you, listen to your problems, and tell you like it is, but in a kind, honest way, right? You also want to fill your life with positive entertainment, positive music, positive movies, all that good stuff. Now, it's okay to listen to like a song about loneliness, depression, or despair, or disappointment, because it allows us to know that we're not alone, and it allows us to release that energy. But if you sit in that energy for too long, it's going to backfire on you. And instead, it's going to make you more lonely, more depressed, more disappointed. And that's not going to help you at all. So you want to switch it up. Get that out of you. Get that understanding that you're not alone, and then switch it up and go to with some more positive entertainment. Which, if you pick the correct friend is going to lead you down that way. Which I do believe that the friend is this kind-hearted, honest, and true friend, and you know who they are. You would definitely know who this person is. But no, instead of being in this lonely depression, instead of being in this self pity, you gotta power up. You gotta be that rebel, power up, speak your mind, and not isolate, because you're going to want to isolate, especially if you're having these emotional issues going on as well during the week, which I think is definitely being brought on by the wicked, jealous manipulator. Everything is green lit for you, okay? What you want to do is green lit, okay? And that's definitely your past effort. What you want to do is green lit. It's all good. You're going to be successful in it. But at the end of the week, you got to maintain that business, right? You can't get squirrel syndrome. You can't get distracted by the loneliness, the depression, the disappointment, the self pity, the sorrow, and this wicked, jealous manipulator that's probably bringing all that on, right? You can't be distracted by that. You need to maintain this business so that you can build that harvest season, so that you can reap the fruits of your labor, right? Now, you're not going to reap the fruits of your labor now, because you got to plant those seeds. You got to build that harvest season during this week, and then later you will reap the fruits of your labor. And keep in mind, things take time, right? And they usually take way more time than we're expecting. Also, appreciate whatever it is that you can do. All right. I'm definitely going to use this here because my cousin is a Scorpio. Let's say you're a rapper. Appreciate that. Appreciate that you can rap. Appreciate that you can write lyrics like that and then express them with your voice, right? That's being appreciated, because that is a reward from the universe, that you have a talent like that, that you can do stuff like that. And you need to really appreciate that. And by appreciating that, it's going to help you maintain that business more. So definitely be the rebel. Definitely power up. Don't be listening to people around you, because they don't want you to have that harvest season. They don't want you to have the spotlight over above them. They want to keep you in this self pity, keep you in this depression and whatnot. So yeah, just you do you, right? Let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Ooh, okay. So there's a tower moment coming up. Now, the tower moment, me and many other readers don't see this as a bad thing. A lot of readers do. A lot of readers want to scare people and stuff when it comes to a tower moment. Not I. I believe that these two people that are falling out of the tower have been in this tower kind of lying to themselves, kind of not being honest with themselves about their certain situation. And the tower comes, the lightning comes and strikes the tower and knocks their asses out of there. So something is going to fall apart, but it's for the better good. I believe it's with this wicked, jealous manipulator. I believe that towards the end of the week here, you're going to realize who they really are and what they're all about. And you're going to realize that maybe you were even lying to yourself about this person for whatever reason, right? And the other person may have been lying to themselves for whatever reason, but there is going to be a moment of realization, right? And that's how I look at this card, is it's realization that these two people aren't living the lives that they really want to live. And then, it comes to an end. So I don't look at the tower as a bad card. I look at a tower as people waking up, hate people waking up to the truth about themselves, the truth about their situation. And by doing so, that it allows them to finally let that tower that they've built, that tower of bullshit, finally fall, so that they can start living the lives that they were meant to live, the lives that they want to live, and start thinking about number one, because we, all of us, are number one in our books, or we should be, above all else. I don't care who the person is, you come first. All right. If you don't come first, you're not going to be good enough for the rest of the people around you, right? You're not going to be able to give them your 110% because you're not giving yourself 110%. So there you go. Kind of a lengthy reading here, but anyway, I hope this resonates. I hope it helps in some way. If it does, hit that like button, and if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I also have bonus readings on my Patreon, which you can find a link in the description below. And I hope to see you back here next week. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.